Good afternoon, everybody. Are you frustrated because you're spending lots of time uploading videos to your channel, but you're not getting the views and subscribers that you want? In this video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 biggest mistakes that YouTubers make and how to fix them so you can get more views and subscribers. So I know a lot of YouTubers, when they first start off, and even veteran YouTubers, they actually make a lot of mistakes. And so in this video, I hope to talk about the mistakes that you can avoid. And so especially beginners, even veteran YouTubers, I still make mistakes. So by talking about these mistakes, then you can cut down the time to grow your channel. And maybe also, I know people are impatient, to grow their channels, so maybe I'll cut down the impatience as well. So probably some of these mistakes are going to be familiar to you, and probably others that you may not have thought about maybe won't be familiar to you. So yeah, just want to introduce myself first. My name's Herman Drost from drostdesigns.com. My channel is iSiteBuild. That's youtube.com/iSiteBuild. And if you haven't subscribed or received notifications about future videos, upload videos usually Monday, Wednesday, and a live stream on Fridays at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And my channel is mostly about using videos to grow your audience and to generate traffic, leads, and subscribers on autopilot. So the beautiful thing about YouTube is that when you upload a video and it does well, then it can work for you for days, weeks, and years to come. So you do the work once, and then it works for you for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So that's a beautiful thing. Unlike Facebook, which is more like a social community, you put up a video there and it's gone, it's gone in the streams. So just want to give a big shout out to everybody here. We've got SP Pathak from India. We've got Oak Radio Beats, good to see you. Technical Ahab. Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about the top 10 biggest mistakes that YouTubers make, and then how to fix them so you get more views to your channel and more views to your videos. So number one, and I put this one first because we're talking about mindset mistakes. So first one is actually mindset mistakes. And I think a lot of YouTubers that start off, you have to actually look at what are you passionate about, have a clear purpose and motivation. So we're going to just go through this presentation for a few minutes. And then if you have questions, you can just put them in the chat and then I'll answer them at the end. But I want to go quickly through this presentation. So especially for the people that are watching the replay, they want to get the content first. So the first one is mindset mistakes. So this refers to an unclear passion, unclear purpose, and unclear motivation. So you have to have a passion for what you do. So you have to be passionate about the topic that you want to cover on your channel. You also have to have a clear purpose. If it's unclear, then people won't know what you're talking about. And so it kind of fits in with passion, because if you have a passion for your topic, then you'll be motivated to create videos. And if you're pursuing your passion, then when the going gets tough, then you can still keep going. So there will be bumps in the road. There will be times you'll maybe get fed up, or you feel unmotivated or inspired, and therefore if you're still, if you're passionate about your subject or your topic, then you can still keep going. Also, not narrowing down your niche. So, for instance, say your channel was about dog training. Well, maybe you want to niche it down to specifically one particular breed or several breeds, like dog training for Alsatians or German Shepherds. So you can niche it down, so then you're talking to a specific audience instead of trying to appeal to everybody. So when you try to appeal to everybody, you don't appeal to anyone at all. So you want to kind of try to niche down your topic. And inconsistent is another mindset. If you're not uploading consistently, then people that are expecting new content are wondering, when is that person uploading new content? So if you do it at a specific time each week or each month, I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday, live stream on Fridays. So for the most part, people know that when I'm uploading new videos. So then being consistent week in and week out, month after month, it's kind of like going to your TV channel and expecting the show to be on. The other mindset mistake is comparing yourself with others or other channels. So particularly when you start off, it's going to be really slow getting views and subscribers, but then you might compare yourself with a channel that's been going for a few years and they get lots of subscribers and lots of views. So best is to just compete with yourself and not compete with other channels or other people, because you'll just get discouraged. You may want to give up. You might get depressed. So just compete with yourself. It's like when my kids were doing in swim competition, I said, don't look at the other lane, don't look to the left, don't look to the right, just focus straight ahead and just beat the time that you did before. So try to beat your own time. So don't compare yourself with other channels or other people. Somebody's asking to speak Hindi. I don't speak Hindi, sorry. Good to see you, Yaki Snacky. Hello. And someone said, just watch your call to action video. Great. Yeah, so mindset mistake. Don't compare yourself. Impatience. YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. Probably heard that before. So in the beginning especially, you're going to see a slow growth. But as you upload more videos, then you're going to experience more and more growth. So the velocity of uploads, then the more you upload, then the more videos are going to be out there on the net working for you. So you've got to be patient. The other mindset mistake is letting your ego get in the way. So you might think you know everything already, you don't have to learn from others, and you're just going to go it alone. But inevitably, you're going to make a lot of mistakes because you don't know everything. And even, I think, myself, even though I know a lot about YouTube, I still don't believe I know everything. So, because like when I went to the VidSummit conference in California, there are people there that have been doing YouTube a long time, experts, and you could learn from them. So you can actually learn from each other. So like being in the Facebook group, if you're not part of the Facebook group, you can go in, become a member of my Facebook group, Tube Video Bootcamp, and ask questions to other members and get feedback on your videos, and instead of trying to just go it alone completely. So yeah, so don't let your ego get in the way. The other mindset mistake, I don't know if it's a mind thing, but it's a lack of energy. So when you're on camera, the camera actually reduces your energy by 50%. So you have to kind of elevate your voice and maybe do a few push-ups or a few pull-ups or run or something, get your energy pumped up before you do your videos. So otherwise, your energy that you normally have speaking to people is reduced on camera, so you need to kind of elevate your energy so you can engage your audience that's on the other side of the screen. So anyway, those are some of the mindset mistakes. Number 2 is the channel mistakes, and especially for new YouTubers, they sometimes choose a channel that is hard to spell and hard to remember. So somebody's saying pre-workout energy drink, and jumping jacks. Yeah, I sometimes do push-ups or pull-ups or something like that. And somebody's saying, what topic do we make a video, get more views? I think it depends on your niche. I think the key, this will be one of the points discussed later, so we'll get to it later. But yeah, if you want to get more views, if you go into YouTube Analytics, you'll probably find out that a lot of your views come from your channel homepage. So that's why number 2 is channel mistakes. You know, not having a channel banner that clearly describes what your channel is all about. So some people just put a nice picture up there and say it was about dog training, but they have a picture of an ocean, or they might have a picture of dogs, but it's about, you know, tutorial on tech or something like that. So it's not really describing what your channel's about. So when people come to your channel, they want to know in the first 5 seconds, looking at your channel banner, viewing your channel trailer and your sections, what your channel's all about. So I would say when you're starting a new channel, get that channel banner done, a nice design, and then also create a channel trailer, because in the channel trailer, people are going to watch that and decide if they should subscribe to your channel. So in your channel trailer, you should give reasons why they should subscribe to your channel. And then, you know, the subscribe button will pop up at the end of the channel trailer. And then if they want to see more content, they're going to scroll further down your channel homepage and they'll see sections. So if you don't have any sections there, then they're going to leave your channel and go elsewhere. So you want to put playlists in each section, and each playlist should be a topic that appeals to your audience. So they can see your banner. They'll maybe click on your channel trailer, maybe a 60-second channel trailer, and then they'll go deeper into your content by looking at the description. You want to place a description above each section on your channel homepage, and in each section is going to be the playlist. And so this is going to be a series of videos, so they can just spend a lot of time just on your channel homepage. So if you check your analytics, you'll find that a lot of people are not actually watching your videos from the channel homepage. So that's number 2, channel mistakes. Number 3 is excuse me, content mistakes. Somebody's saying a name like Swallow Kids TV. Yep, that's a good one. Oh, you got it there. Send a text, so we should share a link to the video on Facebook. I don't know what you mean by that. We'll talk about promotion a little bit later, but yes, that's true. Content mistakes. So I think the biggest mistake people make is creating content that people are not interested in or don't want to watch. So you have to clearly know your target audience to create the content that they want to consume. So when you're creating content, I would say, you know, create a list of like 100 titles, so that you're not stuck, not stuck writing a script and staring at a blank screen, wondering what kind of video should I produce. You just have a blank mind. So if you create 100 titles, and then you're going to flush out those titles, you can create the titles and then put them into an Excel spreadsheet. That's what I do, and then flush out the titles, to create a script for each video that corresponds to that title. So yeah, use the Google Excel spreadsheet to create a content calendar, And then those, how do you get the titles? Well, just enter a keyword into the YouTube search bar, and YouTube will automatically give you suggestions based upon what people are entering into the keywords that they're entering into search engines. So, and another tool for that is the answerthepublic.com. You put your keyword in there and it's going to give you a whole bunch of questions, suggested questions related to your niche. It's going to be how-to questions, it's going to be why-to questions. So, and so this will give you the kind of questions that people are asking in the search engines. So we say, I do games. Should I try and rush and upload before the big channels with AAA game, or focus on fun games that maybe get overlooked? I would say just upload at a time that's convenient to you. I don't think the upload time makes a huge difference, but you can check your analytics, you know, where's most of your traffic coming from. You know, if it's coming from America, West Coast, then, you know, just maybe upload your, publish a video at a time that corresponds to your main audience. And also you can experiment with different types of videos. Oh, thanks, YouTube helper. Appreciate that. Yeah, so when it comes down to content mistakes, if you're doing tutorials, for instance, you have to think about the problems that your audience has, or maybe the kind of things that, if they like entertainment, you know, what kind of things can you do in your video to make it entertaining for them. So in my case, I try to solve people's problems, you know, with their YouTube growth, etc. So, so try to put yourself in your audience's shoes and try to think from their viewpoint rather than from your own viewpoint. But if you are your own target market, then you can just think from your own viewpoint, because you're actually the target market, and you can think what kind of videos would I like to watch or learn from. So yeah, try to solve people's problems and think about the content that they like to watch. And I think, you know, by doing your keyword research, you can get some idea what people are searching for. So number 4 is the keyword research mistakes. So I think the biggest keyword research mistake is going after highly competitive keywords or keyword phrases. If you're going for a highly competitive phrase that gets like 10 million views, and then you see the top channels in your niche getting you know, millions of views, you know, they're at the top because they get millions of views per video, then you know it's going to be really hard to beat out those channels or beat out those videos and rank for the video you're trying to rank for. So, so therefore, the biggest mistake is going for those highly competitive keyword phrases. But instead, what you want to do is go for the low competition keywords that are still in high demand. So it might be 300 searches per month. That's kind of a low, you know, low competition. But even if you get 300 views, say in 1 month, but if you create 100 videos, then, you know, those videos are going to accumulate and snowball and start building the views and subscribers to your channel. YouTube help us saying, if we upload videos which belong to different categories, will YouTube give us copyright to see it as spam? Will it affect our SEO? If we upload videos which belong to different categories, I think if you're talking about categories, you know, with the advanced search, I don't think it makes a lot of difference. But, you know, the more streamlined your channel is, the more focused your channel is. That's why I said niche it down, so that you're not trying to cover everybody in the world, but you're trying to target a specific audience. And the more specific your audience, then the easier it is for them to want to contribute, want to subscribe to your channel. So what I do, I put, you know, if you're going for a different category, then you might want to create a different playlist and put all those videos into that category that's on your playlist. But all the categories should ideally be somewhat related to your channel. So instead of going wide, you want to go a little bit kind of narrow, because the world, out of the whole world, there's going to be a lot of people still that are interested in what you have to say. The Good King said, what is a good keyword research tools or programs? Oh, thanks for mentioning that. Well, the YouTube suggestion, the autocomplete suggestion box, when you go onto YouTube and you just put your keyword into the YouTube suggestion box, then YouTube will give you a bunch of suggestions. So that's probably the easiest. Another keyword tool is Keywords Everywhere. I think it's a Chrome extension. So you can just Google that, Keywords Everywhere. And Keywords Everywhere will give you the search volume. It will give you the cost per click, how much advertisers are willing to pay for that particular keyword. So if it give you the search volume, it give you the cost per click. And another good tool is TubeBuddy. I've got a link to that in the description below the video. So tubebuddy.com/iSiteBuild. So TubeBuddy will give you, will show you, if it's a competitive keyword and if it's worth going after. So you can just enter your keyword in the, I think there's a Explorer link. You just click on Explorer, then put your keyword in there, and it'll show you the potential for that particular keyword phrase. Another one is a keyword planner, which is a Google keyword planner. Also shows you the cost per click and gives you some suggestions. But I think the easiest one is the YouTube search box or the Google search box, and then you'll see the suggestions right under that. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, it'll give you even more suggestions. Number 5, video creation mistakes. So what kind of mistakes are people making when they create their videos? I think when you're first starting off, some people think they have to buy expensive cameras and lights and editing software, etc. But my suggestion is to start with what you have. Start with your camera phone, because that's in most camera phones, they have HD video. And you can also use daylight, the daylight coming in from a window, or you can shoot outside, in the morning or at the end of the day. So not in the middle of the day when the sun is like right above you, because you'd be kind of, you have too much exposure. So best time is like when it's a cloudy day or overcast day, etc. So yeah, just use what you have. I still use my phone for shooting videos. And then you want to use an external mic. Don't use that's a big mistake also that people use, using the inbuilt mic of your camera, of your phone. So try to use an external mic. I use the, the Rode SmartLav Plus microphone. So it gives really great audio, and you just plug it straight into your phone. Another mistake people make when they create videos is not looking at the lens. So you want to look, oh, good to see you, Wahula tutorial. Yeah, so look straight at the lens. So if you're looking away from the lens, say I'm looking over here, then you're not really engaging with the audience. So you're going to want to look directly at the lens. So I think the lens is right here. So try to look directly at the lens, and this means you can engage with the audience. The other mistake is that people often have the camera just square onto themselves, but you want to tilt the camera a little bit forward, so then you get your full profile actually in the picture if you're using your profile. Oh, hi Bruce, good to see you. Somebody's asking, Zylo Kids TV, why do the Creative Commons videos are still copyrighted? Well, as far as I know, if you go to copyright, well, if you just search copyright videos, then if you go to that website, it'll show you it'll give you some copyright-free videos that you can reuse for commercial use, etc. So I don't really know what you mean, but I guess some people sometimes make a mistake that they want their video as free as a Creative Commons license on it, but then they forget that they forgot to do that, so they might have made a mistake. So that happens sometimes. Yeah, if you get a copyright strike, you definitely want to contact YouTube by email before you ask for an appeal, because if you ask for an appeal, it's usually just a machine. So try to email them first so you get a dialogue going back with a real live person from YouTube. Okay, number 5, you were talking about video creation mistakes. Yeah, looking at the lens, tilt the camera down a little, use an external mic. And another thing is try to clean up your background. So like behind me, I put a couple of plants up there because I like greenery, the forest, etc. So yeah, have a nice background to your video. Could be just a plain sheet or a painted wall or a brick wall or something like that. But the whole idea of the background is that you stand out if you're doing showing your face on the video. And just don't make it too busy so it's or have something going on in the background. So another video creation mistake is not creating engaging videos. So if you start your video and just waffle on about yourself and not getting straight to the point, then people are going to leave your video. So the most crucial part of your video is the first 10 or 15 seconds. So that if people don't stay watching your video in the first 10 or 15 seconds, quite likely they're out of there. So you want to capture their attention by asking a question. Do you want your dogs to jump higher? Do you want to get more views and subscribers? Whatever your niche is, ask a question. And then say, in this video, I'm going to give you 10 points, 10 ways to help you with your dog so it can jump higher, or to get more subscribers, get more views, whatever. YouTube Help saying, videos with audio have any advantage in ranking compared to those without it? From YouTube's point of view, I don't think it makes any difference. Depends what kind of niche you're in and what videos you're producing, but if you're a gamer, then audio is good. I think for the most part audio should be part of your videos. So especially if you're a talking head video, you're definitely going to have audio in there. But from YouTube's point of view, it doesn't make any difference. So yeah, first 10 or 15 seconds, try to grab the attention of your audience, and if they stay with you for the first 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds, there's quite likely that they're going to stay with the video all the way through. So after you've given that introduction, you go straight into the meat of the content. Say, here's my 10 points that I want to discuss. And another way to do it is provide a teaser at the beginning. So say, for instance, you're talking about how to train your dog to jump. Well, you can say at the beginning of your video, you can say, well, this is when my dog could not jump, and here is how he jumps. Or at the end of the video, I'm going to show you 3 jumps that my dog was trained to do. So then people think, oh, well, what are those 3 jumps? Kind of make them curious. So you could provide a teaser at the beginning to illustrate, what can be expected at the end of the video. So Oh, another big mistake is, and I made this mistake many times, like when you start recording your video, especially if you're doing a talking head video, is to start and stop the camera. So instead of starting and stopping the camera, just keep going. And so you make a mistake, you got can't think of the next point that you want to make, but just keep going, because in the editing process you can just edit out all the ums and ahs and all the mistakes that you made. So basically just doing one take with all the ums and ahs and distractions, or maybe a lawnmower or a plane is, airplanes going over the top, a lawn, neighbor starts mowing the lawn, or whatever. Your kids could, interrupt you, or maybe your wife or your husband's interrupting you. Just keep going and then edit it out later. Hi Sarah, good to see you. Seems like when I'm always talking about dogs, then you appear, so you must be tuned in. Sarah's saying, I always use these examples at the beginning of my videos. Way to go. And get more muscle. We're trying to do a motivational Christian channel, but it seems pretty tough to generate traffic to our channel using tags. Okay. Okay, that's going to be, that's the next mistake I'm going to go into, optimization mistakes. So we're going to cover that. Some tags have low competition. You want tags with high competition. CPM, cost per 1,000 views. Yeah, so, the last point about video creation mistakes is not adding a strong call to action at the end of your videos. So you got to sell the call to action. So instead of just maybe putting a text up there, then say it and point to it, or say it and have the text going on the video. So it kind of reinforces what's actually on the screen. So if you say it and the text goes on the screen, so your call to action could be in the card, click this card to find out more about how to get more subscribers. Or at your end screen, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because you're going to hear more about how to train your dog not to bite. Or, what a good idea is if just give a call to action to your next video that's related to the video that they're just watching. So if they're watching a video on, like, say, 10 biggest YouTube mistakes, how to fix them, that's the name of this video, then I could create a card or an end screen that's on how to grow your channel, or how to stop making mistakes in video editing. So that something that's related to the video they're just watching. So the beauty of that is that when they start watching your video, then they continue watching more videos, and that's called session time. So the longer and more videos that people are watching, YouTube loves that and will push it out to suggested videos. So last week's live stream we talked about suggested videos. These are the videos that are that's where YouTube is promoting your videos on their own. So these videos are being suggested on other channels and other watch pages, in the sidebar, and also in the videos on the if you look under the videos on the YouTube app. And it's all based upon the viewers' viewing experience. So if they watch a lot of cat videos, then more cat videos will show up in the sidebar. YouTube help was saying, please talk in detail about description tags. If we use some good keywords in description, do we have any benefit adding same keyword in tags, or should we try different tags? Okay, yes, so number 6, optimization mistakes. That's what I'm getting into now. First, let's talk about confusing video titles. When you create a title for your video, you want to choose a title that people have been searching for. So that can be from the suggestions that YouTube is spitting out. You know, when you enter a keyword in the search box, then YouTube will give suggestions. So, like, you know, the video, like this video is about 10 biggest YouTube mistakes, but there are many other different titles I could have used. I could have used top 10 mistakes that beginner YouTubers make, or top 5 mistakes, etc. So you want to choose a title that people are searching for, or you can also, especially at the beginning of your title, have your main keywords in there, and then you might have a benefit-driven ending to that title. So it could be how to get more subscribers on YouTube. So that can be the first part of your title. How to get more subscribers on YouTube within 3 days, or without sweating, or something like that. So the whole idea is to create a good title that appeals to your target audience. And then when we talk about description, the first 3 lines of your description are the most important, because when people are watching your video, they see the first 3 lines under your video. They don't see the whole description. So your description should encapsulate, or summarize what's actually in your video. So you can include your title in there, include your main keywords in there. If you're going to send them to another video or send them to a lead magnet, put that web address in there. So your visitors, sometimes when I watch a video, I'm listening to the video, but I'll go down to the description and I'll read the description. I'll read the first 3 lines, and it might capture my attention. So as I'm listening to the video, I'll even click more and read more of the description. So that means it's kind of reinforcing what I'm listening to in the video. So you should put the title and description. Yeah, I wouldn't put the exact title in your description, but craft a description that includes a title. What it's about. So my title for this video is Top 10 Biggest YouTube Mistakes, How to Fix Them. So I forget what kind of description I put in there. Let me see. Oh yeah, well I put, I think in the description for this video I put, are you frustrated spending your time creating videos, not getting views and subscribers that you desire? In this video I'm going to share with you the top biggest YouTube mistakes that YouTubers make. So you just maybe alter it a little, but the main thing is to get your keywords in there that you put in the title, and you want to get them in the description. Now the big picture is that the description is not a big game changer if you're not putting a lot of putting a big description in there. So it's not a big game changer as far as ranking your videos. So, but it's always good to put it in there, because the purpose of the description is more for the viewer, the user that's watching the video, rather than for search engine juice. So it might help a little bit, but the biggest factor for search engines, to rank them, is your title, your thumbnail, title, and tags. So as far as your description goes, first 3 lines, summarize what your video is about, put your URL in there. It should be a full URL, the whole HTTP, www, etc. And then with your tags, you don't want to put incorrect tags in there. So YouTube helper is saying the God King. Okay, I guess they're answering. Okay, so when it comes to your tags, put your title of your video in the first tag. Then go to the YouTube search suggestion box, put your keyword in there, and look at the titles that are being spit out by YouTube, and put those, enter some of those into your tags. So if your title's "How to Train Your Dogs Not to Bite," it could be, "Have you ever thought about how your dog can stop biting?" That might be a different one. So you want to look YouTube. I don't know if you heard about latent semantic indexing. So this is like YouTube can decipher or understand different keywords. So therefore you want to mix up the title, the keywords that are in your tags. So try to think of similar keywords, similar titles. So it's when you put your title or put your keyword in the YouTube suggestion box, it's going to give you different titles or similar titles, and enter those into the tag box. And then I think you can put, I forget how many it is, maybe 500 words. Anyway, just be careful when you put your keywords in there, you don't go over the total amount, because it'll give you a pop-up saying you've entered too many tags. But you can also put in 2 keywords or singular keywords at the end. So, and that way, first you want to put in your main keywords, your main suggested titles, and then end up with your lesser keywords in your tags. And then also put your channel name in one of your tags also, so that it shows up for related videos. So I hope that answers your question there, YouTube helper. Okay, next one is 7. Number is okay, got a question here. Do you ever use one-word tags, usually longer? Usually I use longer than one word, because usually the one words are very, very general. So say, for instance, I could put YouTube in my tag. That'll be too general. So, or subscribers, that'll be too general. So I would say, if your keyword relates strongly with your video, put that in there. But generally, you want your video to appear for all different titles. So the closer you can get your tags that are related to your particular video, then the more chances that your video will be pushed out to suggested videos and will appear in the search engines for different titles. And one way to check on that is to go into YouTube Analytics, look at your traffic sources, and say your highest traffic source is search, YouTube search. Click on the search, and then it'll show you the keywords, the keyword phrases, the titles that people are entering into the search engines to find your specific videos. You can also click on suggested videos, and it'll show you the particular videos that are not yours that are being suggested from those particular channels. And then what you can do is just create more videos that have similar titles, and then there's a good chance that they will also be suggested. So this was actually I'll talk a bit about this later, but yeah, I'll definitely study your YouTube analytics to find out where your traffic's coming from, where your subscribers are coming from, and suggestions to use for future videos. Mike Rayner's videos saying great info, important not to spam the title, description, or tags. Yes, absolutely true. Some videos or channels have been removed because they spammed the description. I mean, probably a couple of years ago, people used to stuff their description by putting in, say it was about dog training, to put dog training, training for dogs. Would you like dog training? So dog training, dog training, dog training. They put like 20 different, kind of like hashtags. I'll put them all in the description, all the different combinations. I'll just list them like 20 or 30, keyword phrases, and that's considered spamming. And you definitely don't want to do that in your description, and you definitely don't want to do that in your tags, because there's a high probability that YouTube will wrap you over the knuckles for that. They might remove your channel or give it a strike because you were spamming. So that would be definitely a big mistake. Okay, so number 7 is playlist mistakes. A lot of beginner YouTubers are not familiar with playlists and don't use them, but playlists can be really powerful. And the main factor for playlists is that you can put a series of videos in there, and if they're really good videos and really good content, a viewer will watch one video after another. That keeps people watching on YouTube. It keeps people watching the videos on your channel. And that's called session time. So the longer a session time that happens on your channel, the more YouTube loves it. I guess because they can make more money by, because if you monetize your channel, they'll be, making more money by people watching more of your videos. So when you've uploaded a video, then maybe wait a few days and then put it into a playlist. So it gives time for that initial video to bounce around a bit in the search engines. That's usually what happens. Usually first few days it's kind of bouncing around before it kind of settles down on the search engines. Then, add your video to a playlist. And a big mistake that I made in the beginning, which I didn't even know about, and maybe you don't know about, is to not just put your video in a regular playlist, but put it in an official playlist. Because the official playlist, an official playlist is promoted or pushed out or suggested. The videos in an official playlist are suggested by YouTube for other people based upon their viewing experience. So they're going to push those videos out based upon the viewing experience of your subscribers or your viewers. So when you put a video into your playlist, put it into an official playlist, and then if it also relates to another playlist, you can put it in a regular playlist. But the thing is, with an official playlist, you can only put one video in an official playlist, but you can't put it in multiple official playlists. So you can put it in an official playlist and you can put it in 10 regular playlists. Okay, drawing, something, painting, can't quite read that. Tell me about how to increase subscribers. That's what I'm talking about here. All the mistakes that you can make and the shortcuts you can take to get more subscribers and more views. So we're up to playlist mistakes, number 7 at the moment. So yeah, definitely watch the replay of this video to get the other 6 mistakes. But another playlist mistake is not optimizing your playlist. So to optimize your playlist, you want to have a good title in there, and you want to also have your thumbnail is borrow a thumbnail from one of your from one of your videos, put it in there. And I would say make a descriptive title for your playlist, and then also you want to have a description of that playlist, because that description of that playlist is going to show up on your channel homepage at the top of your sections. So when people go to your channel homepage, they're going to see a description of that playlist that is, in that section, and so they're more inclined to then click on that particular playlist. So Sarah's asking about the official playlist. So I'm going to quickly, let's quickly go to my YouTube channel here, have a quick look here, so just bear with me. So basically, you can just go to your, I'm going to my video manager. It's a bit slow here, what's going on? Okay, go to your video manager, playlists, and assuming you have a playlist there already, I'm just going to edit a playlist. You just go to playlist settings. When you have a playlist, go to your playlist settings and then click on playlist settings, and then it'll have additional options. You have two boxes there. It says set as official playlist, set as official series for this playlist, and allow embedding. So just check the box that says set as official series for this playlist. That's all there is to it. Yeah, so just go to Video Manager, Playlist, and then Official, just Playlist Settings, and then Additional Options. Okay, another playlist mistake is, I covered that, not adding the playlist to sections. So definitely want to add a playlist to your sections. You can do a lot of things with playlists. I can have a whole live stream. Maybe we'll talk about that in another live stream, but there's a whole strategy for playlists to, to help with your channel. But one such strategy is to definitely utilize them with your cards and your end screen. So point a card, as they're watching the video, then create a card that points to a playlist, so they'll watch another video, another video, another video. So you're going to keep them on your channel, and you can even create playlists of videos from other channels that are not your own. So when they start watching your video, then they watch videos from other people's channels. Then you still get credit. YouTube still rewards you for where they started watching, where they started that session time. So saying, I think I had no idea about this option. I think many of us don't know about this. Yep, I was on the same boat as you, except you're getting it probably before me. Probably took me a couple of years to even discover it. But yeah, definitely want to check that out. Okay, number 8 is thumbnail mistakes. I think when I began my YouTube channel, I didn't think thumbnails made such a huge difference, except I always have my face in the thumbnail. But with thumbnails, I think the biggest mistake is that when people create their thumbnail, they're not taking into consideration how small it appears in the search engines. So it's going to be large in the beginning, and then it's going to shrink down to a really tiny little thumbnail. Now, actually, the best way to check it is just to go into your video manager, and then that's actually the size of the thumbnails that appear in the search engines. So because of that, you want to create your thumbnail with a high resolution. And I think the best resolution is like 1920 by 1080. and you can create that using Canva, or create it using the TubeBuddy extension, or a lot of people use PicMonkey, or there's many different tools there. But Canva is one of the most popular ones, and just use the 1920 by 1080 pixels. And you want to use contrasting colors. Use bold text, but not too much of it. Don't put like 10 sentences in there. Just use 2 or 3 words that are very large and can easily be seen on your thumbnail. So when it appears in the search engines, then people can see immediately that they want to click on it and watch your video. And one big mistake, and I made this too, maybe some of you have also, is to put some text in the bottom right hand corner of your thumbnail. Now the problem with that is that the timestamp of your video, say it's 6 minutes long, is going to appear at the bottom right side of your video, and so it's going to cover up the text or whatever you have down there. So don't put anything into the bottom right. You might not also put anything in the top right, because this is where your cards are going to be. Your card appears at the top right of your screen, or the video screen, so don't put anything up there. And you may not want to put anything at the very bottom also, because if you have captions, those captions are going to appear at the bottom of your screen. So therefore, probably the best place to put text is over on the left, because people read from left to right, at least in the West. I think it's Japan, maybe right to left. But anyway, probably your audience is mostly USA, or people that read left to right. So put your text, bold text, on the left side. And you might even check, put if you have a talking head video, maybe try putting your face on the left and the text on the right, and try to experiment a bit, see what's better. Zylikud says, what do you think about a playlist collab? I guess what you mean by that is that you're putting videos from other channels in your playlist. So if that's what you mean, that's fine, as long as they're related to the videos on that playlist. So especially if you're just starting out, you probably don't have many views, you don't have many videos. So a great way to grow your channel, say you just got 3 videos, then you could put like 5 videos from a huge YouTuber into your playlist. And so that you know that video is getting a lot of traction because they're getting millions of views and it relates to your channel. So then, you're gonna probably capitalize on that by having some of their videos in your playlist. So I think that's a ninja trick, especially for new YouTubers. Also, another thumbnail mistake, and I made this mistake, and I probably still do it, is, especially if you're doing a talking head video, is to just do a screen capture of yourself and use that for your thumbnail. The problem with that is that the screenshot is usually not as clear as taking a photo of yourself. So I think if you're in a hurry and you don't have a very good thumbnail, then just by all means take a screenshot. But if you have time and you want to get a crisp photo of yourself, then maybe just take a photo of yourself while you're creating your video. And even better than that, which I think I have to do, is to get a professional photographer that creates a professional photo of you and use that in your thumbnails. So, but if you just take a screenshot, sometimes it's blurry, it's not so sharp as a real photo. And the last mistake pertaining to thumbnails is to don't create a thumbnail that doesn't pertain to your videos. So that could be clickbait. So it could be, it could be might put a picture in there of something totally unrelated to your video to just get people to click on it, but then they go to your video and find it's nothing about your video. So your thumbnail and your title should be congruent, related to each other, because they're going to click on your thumbnail, then they're going to your title, and then your title should reinforce what your thumbnail's about. They'll click on your title, and that'll bring them to your video, and then you have a great intro to your video, ask a question or tease the content before they watch it. So all these steps is trying to kind of court your viewer to watch your whole video. So you're kind of leading them through, a kind of a road or a channel or a way, a way to bring them all the way through. So, and that takes practice. It takes practice. Create a good thumbnail, create a good title, create a good intro, create an engaging video, create a good call to action. So all those things align together. Okay, number 9 is, if you've got any questions about that, then put them in the comments or put them in the chat. So talking about number 9 is promotion mistakes. And I think the biggest mistake that YouTubers make, especially beginning YouTubers, is spamming other channels, forums and groups. So what happens is they'll go to another channel that is very popular or gets a lot of comments, and they say, please subscribe to my channel because I subscribe to yours. Or I subscribed 3 channels. I subscribe to 3 channels for your channel. So therefore, give me a subscribe. So the problem with that is that you may be totally just not interested in the content that they provide. Say your channel is about dog training, but they're talking about tech gadgets, which maybe you're not interested in. So why would you subscribe? Or even if you do subscribe, you're never going to watch any more of their videos. So that's a big mistake, that because YouTubers new YouTubers are kind of desperate to get more subscribers. And even though I have a lot of subscribers, a lot of those subscribers are not interested. And when you have if you have an inactive channel, then YouTube often removes inactive channels. So, so don't spam other YouTube channels. Don't spam forums. Don't spam Facebook groups. If you go into a Facebook group that's related to your niche, then first engage in a conversation in the YouTube group, like answer questions or ask questions or ask for advice. Kind of contribute first, and then you might answer a question. People check out your channel based upon their curiosity. So you're not it's kind of like going up to a person, asking them to marry you. I mean, you're not going to ask them straight away. You're going to, say, let's have a cup of coffee first, or let's, you're going to spend time to get to know them first before you'll ask them to marry you. So same way for promotion. And one of the big phrases, no, I'm on promotion mistakes. Kind of jumped ahead onto performance mistakes. So number 10 is performance mistakes. That's the last one, but let me finish off promotion mistakes. I think not replying to comments, probably most of you do that, but people spend time to leave a comment, so they want to acknowledge their comments by replying to the comments, answering their questions. And then when YouTube sees engagement on your channel by you replying to questions or replying to the comments, then that is like, that shows to YouTube that you are engaged with it. You know, your channel is getting activity and you're engaging with the community. So YouTube is basically a social community. So you want to engage with the community that's on your channel. And the other promotion mistake is not repurposing your content. So instead of just hoping that your video will go viral, you know, a lot of YouTubers think, well, if I just upload a few videos, they'll go viral. But chances of that happening is probably 1 in a million. But instead of just hoping that you'll get a lot of traffic just from being on YouTube, go other places in the net where you can submit your videos. So social media accounts, you know, on your Facebook account, Instagram, or on your website, you know, embed your video on your website, Web 2.0 sites. You can even contact other bloggers, for instance, that are maybe interested in your content. Contact them and say, I've got a new video coming out about how to train your dog not to bite. So maybe you contact 20 channels, 10 of them say, yeah, I'd love that. I don't have to create the content. So then your video can be embedded on 10 different websites, and that'll give you a boost in your rankings and engagement. So the visitors from those bloggers, you'll get a new audience. Oh, hold on, I got a low battery. Just 1 second, I'll plug my thing in there. Just in case I run out of juice. On the last part is number 10, performance mistakes. So if you do the same thing over and over again, keep making the same mistakes over and over again, or don't try to improve your channel, then it's probably not going to grow. And you're probably wondering why you're not getting more subscribers, why you're not getting more views. So the key here is to track the performance of your videos that are on your channel. Track your channel and track your videos on your channel. So you go into YouTube Analytics, click on traffic sources, find out where most of your traffic's coming from. Might be from search, might be from suggested videos, might be from Facebook or other social media channels. And then click on that link that says YouTube search or suggested, and then it'll also show you the videos that got the most watch time, that got the most views, they got the most engagement. And then create more videos based upon your top performing videos. Because if they are ranking in the search engine, they're getting a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, the chances are if you create a video similar to that, that it'll also do well. So that's probably a mistake I made at the beginning. I didn't really worry about statistics, but YouTube Analytics is a great tool that you can check, you know, for where your subscribers are coming from. Are they coming from the channel homepage? Are they coming from a specific video or a specific type of video? And you know, which countries are they coming from? Are they all coming from the USA? If they're coming from the USA, are they all coming from the West Coast or the East Coast? Are they coming from India? So then you know when you want to publish your videos. The Gogking saying, should you show your subscribers count when you are a small channel? It's up to you. I don't think it matters that much. Also, could you talk about channel keywords, which is different than video tags? Well, your channel keywords basically should pertain to your target audience. So with dog training, you definitely want to put dog training and your channel keywords. So just think from the viewer's point of view, what keyword, what keywords would you use to find your channel? So it's about dog training, or it's about iPhones or something like that. Then put those specific keywords in there. So yeah, performance mistakes. You definitely want to check where your subscribers are coming from, your main traffic sources, which country they're coming from. You can also check your cards, your end screens. What are people which kind of element of that end screen are people clicking on? Are they clicking on? Are you getting the most clicks on the best for viewer? Are you getting the most clicks for on your subscribe button? Are you getting the most clicks for a related video or playlist? So if you know that, then future videos you can choose best for viewer, or you can choose a related video. So, and a bonus tip is, if you're just starting off, not to monetize your channel right away. Build up an audience first and then monetize it. So especially if you're thinking about AdSense ads, you don't get much money from that, but build up an audience and then you can enable monetization. So one important thing to keep in mind with all these mistakes, they help shorten, help to speed up the growth of your channel. They cut down on the problems you might have with your channel, and it'll also help you to get more views and subscribers. So what you want to do is to make incremental improvements on different aspects of your video and your channel. So you could just focus on one thing in 1 week or 1 month. Say you could focus on thumbnails, how to improve your thumbnails, and then you can look at your statistics again, or you can improve on the hook of your video. Try to improve on the hook and see, how's my audience retention doing? Can I improve my audience retention? Can I improve my watch time on my videos? Because that's one of the highest ranking factors. And if you improve your watch time, improve your the design of your thumbnails, and then you see that your channel is, you're getting more views, you're getting more subscribers, then you're on the right track. So that's why, once in a while, check your YouTube analytics, see how your videos are performing, and then make incremental improvements. So for those that are new here, that haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, because my channel is all about growing your audience on YouTube and getting more views, getting more subscribers, getting more leads. And that can happen automatically if you set it up right. And if you need step-by-step instructions how to grow your channel, I do have a YouTube marketing course called tubevideobootcamp.com. And it's a small monthly fee, but it definitely, I've got 70 videos in there that go through the whole step-by-step process to growing your channel. And if you have any suggestions for future topics for live streams or videos, then definitely put that suggestion in the comments below the video. Don't put it in the chat, because the chat disappears after the live stream. I was checking the questions here. If you have any questions, put them in the chat box. I think I've covered them all. Kind of comprehensive this today, but kind of want to cover this topic because I see a lot of people making mistakes as they start the YouTube channel. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. Years afterwards, still make mistakes. And so you can avoid those mistakes by implementing, going the opposite way and not making those same ones. So I want to thank everybody for being on this live stream, and thank everybody for watching the replay. This channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube, and I upload new videos every Monday, Thursday, and a live stream on Fridays. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, definitely go into facebook.com/groups/Tube Video Bootcamp, and I'll add you in there, and you can ask questions in the Facebook group and get, you have any questions there. So thanks everybody for being part of this live stream, being a great audience, and for your questions. And I'll see you in the next video. I wish you all the best and have a great weekend. Take care.